Good morning, friends. My name is Guy Blair. I'm a director filmmaker from Europe, and I'm an indie filmmaker as well. So I do a lot of stuff myself, and I really love anything that has to do with film. You know what? I also do a lot of stuff in After Effects and even props. I'm building props. I'm doing lots of things. So as I work quite some years with After Effects, I learned some stuff from other people as well. And a few friends asked me, hey, can you show me some stuff that you do, how you do it? And I thought it was only fair that I showed some stuff as well, because we are all learning from each other. And I think it's important that we show each other sometimes some things that we do. And I wanted to make this tutorial. And when I find the time, I promise I will keep posting some stuff. So what are we going to do today is this. All right, how do we do that? We're gonna start off the bat, and you know what? This guy is, we're gonna start off with the guy here. You know, this good looking, slick guy. And let me show you. Let me shut off all the other effects first, right? Because there's no need for that now to show you the first thing. The first thing we need to do is actually creating this guy. And it doesn't matter what kind of 3D program you want to use. I work with Cinema 4D because Cinema 4D is my stuff. And I like it a lot because, as you can see, we have Cineware here. And this is a plugin that lets you open your project in After Effects. And you can switch between both programs. So if you update something, if you change something in Cinema 4D, it will be automatically updated in After Effects. And that's why I work with both of these programs. I really love that. I work a lot with others as well, but Cinema 4D is a very professional program, and also Studio Max. And I can understand that some people say, hey, this is way too expensive for me. I'm not doing this as a professional. So then you can also choose for an alternative, and the alternative is Blender. It's completely free. You can download it, and it works as in completely the same way as Studio Max or Cinema 4D. The only difference is that Cinema 4D does have a little bit more stuff that I can use for personally. That I think personally for me, I can use in film projects. All right, this guy here, I created this in Cinema 4D. But you can, as I said, you can use Blender or something, and you can download a model on the internet or whatever. But there's also a program on the internet, and it's very cheap. It's calling Make Human, and you can make all kinds of humans with it, and even creatures. You can also use ZBrush, whatever. There are hundreds of programs out there where you can do things with. It only depends of which one is your favorite and you like to work with. We're working in Cinema 4D, so I animated this guy so that he starts waving his arms up, and look up to the sky. Oh my God, come to me, or whatever. You can make him kneeling. You can do whatever that you want him to do. And also what I do want to say is that I created this guy as a 3D model, but you can use a real person actually. If you have a real person and you do some makeup on him or whatever, you can drop a green screen behind him. You can put him in front of a green screen and just record it and then pull it in. The only thing that you might have then is that you have to light out your green screen very well, because it's gonna make you a little bit more difficult to key him out in a very proper way. All right, I call this guy Forest Man, as you can see right here. I don't know why. Okay, but you know what? Who gives a rat's ass? So look at all these veins. He's a really slick guy. Yeah, okay. What I did is actually, once I animated this guy in Cinema 4D, I just, let me select the guy. Okay, mister, gonna put the lock off. And here we got him. And what I did is actually, I rendered him out in green with a green backdrop, you know. And you don't have to do that. You can also render him out with an alpha channel straight away. But I didn't really like the edges of the alpha channel for some reason. And therefore, I did it with a green screen. It doesn't have to be, it's only to your choice. If you render him out with an alpha channel, you might have straight away a good result, but you might not have as well. So therefore I rendered him out with the green backdrop, and I keyed him out because I have some more play around. All right, what do you have to do when you brought him into After Effects? This is the first thing you need to do, bring him in. And then you go to Key Light. You go to your keyings and in After Effects, and you choose Key Light. And you drop it on. Drop on Key Light right over here. I already did that, and I'm going to show you. So what do you do, for example, if you got Key Light, you know, and this is all black stuff, okay, you have to key them out. Boom. All right. So you immediately, you will have an alpha channel, but do not forget that it's not done yet, because when you look closer to the guy, this lovely guy, and you look at the edges, this is always a problem with the edges with green key, and the trick is actually to do that right. So as you can see here, I shrinked it -2, because if you would do it on 0, I'm gonna put it on 0, and I'm gonna switch on the background so that you can see stuff. You see that? You see these ugly edges here? This is not nice. So if you want this to disappear, you have to play around a bit with these settings here, and I shrinked it to -2, and boom, they're gone. There are a lot of tutorials out there how to do good green key, hundreds of them. So pick one out and just do whatever you have to do. All right, this is for more advanced users of After Effects. And so you drop, you drop the green key on it, and you key it out, and then you have this little guy here. All right, the next thing I did is actually I throw down curves, and everybody knows curves who works in After Effects. It's with the color correction set, and you find it underneath here, curves, all right. So I dropped curves on, and if I shut it off, this is the color that came out of my 3D program straight from the bat, straight away. But I wanted to color grade it a little bit so that it flows. It's very fluid with the background, right? So that's it. You can do whatever you like to. You can change into another color if you like to, like purple. I don't know what. So whatever. This is only an extra that I did. So the only thing that you need to do are these two things, right? And then our forest man is done. Next thing that I did is actually now dropping a background behind it, and if I select the background, the only thing I did on the background is a bit of exposure, a bit of brightness, as you can see, and the tint. That is the original picture. Put the tint on it, a bit the backdrop, a bit the brightness and the contrast, and the exposure, and boom. But as I said, you can drop any background behind the guy that you want. You have to see what your scene is and what you can use it for. If it's indoors, if it's outdoors, this is all to you. So what do we have now is actually the forest man, is done and the background is okay. And now we are going to the particles that he sprays out. And you know, usually you need a plugin to do particles. You know, you have Trap Coat Particular from Red Giant. But this comes with a pretty expensive set, you know, so not everybody needs that. And it's very interesting. If you work a lot in with special effects, you definitely need it. If you do not, well, you don't. But from time to time, people do want to make something special, and if, you know, and there are alternatives. So today, I'm going to show you something that you really don't need anything about special plugins to do it. What we have here, we're going back to the guy, and now these are all the effects, the particles. And I'm going to switch them on so that you can see what I mean. If I go to the end, you will see that all the particles are spraying out of his body. And, you know, actually, what these are is not the plugin, but are pre-made footage files from Video Copilot. And this is a set you can buy, and you have 50 of them, 50 all kinds of plasma stuff, that shapes that you can buy in a package. It's not very expensive. You can buy it. Or, I'm not sure, you can download maybe a trial one version, I don't know, and use that, because I only used one, Shockwave Organic 2, Shockwave Organic 2, and I used it over and over again, because what you have with these things is that if you select one, you will see that, let me select this one here, you can see that you know, that you can switch the guy around, you know, you can make it go to his arms, go down, go up, you know, so you just switch it around. So that's good. And it's pre-matted, it's pre-made with an alpha channel. As I said, you don't have to do a lot. You can also, if you select the file itself, they come in black, and you see, you can play around. You throw a mask around it, and with the mask you can choose anything that you need. If you only need that part, in my case, then I just use that part. This is the only thing that you have to do with that. And I also, you know, throw curves on it to make it a bit, give it a bit of a different color. You know, you can make it green as well. If you like to, you can, yeah, you can make it have any color that you want to. But I just kept it this just as an example, and you have to play around with it with whatever you want, right? So you can throw in the particles, and oh, before I forgot, I also did a beam here. You see, as you can see, the beam. And what does the beam do? The beam comes in, ooh, you know. And if you don't like it, you don't have to throw it in. If you want to use it, you can use it. But how do you do the beam? Let me show you. Let me throw this beam away here. Okay, delete it. And you go to Layer, and you select a new solid. And right over here, you choose a kind of a light blue. And boom, you have a new solid. It's right now, it's on the top of our layers. You just shrink it down, and you place it somewhere on top of this guy here. All right. Okay, what can you do with that now? I mean, it's very simple. You go to Effect, and you choose Blur and Sharpen. You go to Gaussian blur, whatever, you know, and you blur it out like. Let me just do it manually. You blur it out to about 1500, right? And boom, you got a beam. Maybe 1700, right? Bomb. So you have this now, but we want it to come into the states when the guy starts to wave his arms. So you go to transform, up to C, you select it none, and when he starts to open his arms, you let it come in a little bit like this. All right, so that you have the wow, you see the beam starts coming in. If you want it harder or softer, it all depends of the way you like it. You see, that's, to me, I think this is. So the only thing you need to do right here is actually copy the two versions of this one, and you can make them spray out of the side of his arms. So let me uncheck this ones, and as you can see, it is this one right over here, the top one, and you can swing him around a bit if you like to, but I just I used the one. As I said, you have to play around a bit with all that stuff, and just so it's spraying out in this direction right over here, as you can see, and boom. So this is a very easy effect. You don't need anything at all. You don't need a particular trap code particular, or you do not need a particle world from After Effects. You just can do it with this. If you really want to, you can use particles and let them spray out of his mouth, like bees or flies or smoke or whatever. You can do lots of versatile things with it. But for the people that do not have a plugin, this is a very simple effect and very easy to use. So guys, that was it for today, and next time I come with another tutorial for you guys very soon. So keep your eyes on this space here, and I'll see you soon next time. Bye.